Hello, everybody. My name is Abby, and I'm an undergraduate student in the Sustainability Certificate Program at the University of Pittsburgh. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about the Sustainability Development Goal number 15, Life on Land. We're going to be looking at the importance of reducing invasive species spread and impact across the world, which is target 15.8 of this SDG. So what is an invasive species? The United States Department of Agriculture has a whole center dedicated to invasive species, and their definition contains two categories. Has to be non-native or alien to the ecosystem under consideration, and whose introduction causes or is likely to cause economic or environmental harm or harm to human health. Around the world, the US spreads lots of different environmental issues, especially with invasive species. Japan has issues with our largemouth bass and smallmouth bass, our rainbow trout, as well as the American mink. China has issues with the American bullfrog, as well as alligator carp, which are native to Florida. And then also England even has issues in Europe with the eastern gray squirrel. So we contribute a lot to invasive species worldwide. But what does this mean for sustainability? It has a lot to do with the triple bottom line and the pillars of environmental, economic, and societal all having to be tied together. Environmentally invasive species can spread diseases in ecosystems. In plants, this can be fungi or different types of mold. And in mammals or other critters, this is going to look like different viruses, bacteria, and pathogens. In all ecosystems, though, they're going to be outcompeting native species for vital resources like food and shelter. We'll also be over-consuming native species and driving them out. So as we reduce biodiversity with invasive species, we can cause partial or full ecosystem collapse. Societally, they can be impactful towards human health. Issues with ticks and Lyme's disease. A lot of invasive species will house ticks. So as you brush past them on your hikes, like Japanese stiltgrass or with Japanese barberry, chances are you will find a tick there with Lyme disease. In Australia and Oceania, they also have issues with cane toads. So this toad, according to the Aquarium Pacific, has a bufotoxin on it, which is a white milky substance that is a poison. They can be harmful to anybody who absorbs it through the victim's eyes, mouth, and nose, and it can cause intense pain, temporary blindness, and inflammation. So this is definitely a creature you wouldn't want to keep near your children or pets, and unknowingly spreading even more. The economic portion of invasive species is also very important because they generate costs of up to $26 billion per year since 2010 for costs for the US. And then worldwide, damages from invasive species could cost us $1.288 trillion over the past 50 years. So what can you do to prevent invasive species from spreading? Plant native species and avoid planting non-native and invasive species in your gardens and yards. These are a very easy way for them to escape into the environment around you. Do not release wild or domestic animals into the environment as they can very easily become invasive in an area. Check your vehicle and gear whenever you're leaving wild spaces or before traveling long distances because seeds and bugs love to hitchhike on your vehicles and all of your hiking or camping gear. And of course, volunteer. Please join different organizations and associations near you to remove invasive species from the environment on volunteer days or for individual volunteer projects. Thank you so much for watching.